You ever watch?
Because my second thought was, like, why is the SWAT team here? Did he do something that I don't know about?
What's up? We're never ready. Catch me this time. I catch you this time.
Hi guys. All right.
On.
So don't forget to look over here because we're always like looking at ourselves.
Oh.
So we're gonna be cooking together, which we don't normally do. Just to put that out there as a disclaimer. But I'm gonna say we were supposed to cook with some friends of ours, but they weren't able to make it. Do a little Zoom thing. Because I guess we miss our friends, but we were gonna do some couples night tonight and just like cook together.
I miss my friend.
Sorry, no, okay.
I miss you I'm virgin and I'm a guest.
But anyways, we were gonna cook with them, but we're just gonna cook together tonight. What we're gonna be making is something that we made for our Valentine's Day, which is the scallop pasta.
Yum.
Yeah, so we're just gonna be making that something really simple and easy and stuff like that. And as we're going along, we're gonna tell you guys how we feel about actually being here.
Yes, in New Brunswick.
And what happened and how the popo came to the door for him, or should I say the SWAT team?
Yeah, it came from me and Charlene left me standing.
That's not true. But
She left me.
it's not true. But anyways, so we scallop them here. You can't really see right now. Put them in here. And we have some stuff that's gonna be cut up.
So we have sweet pepper, we have some broccolis, of course we have the pasta. We have some butter here with basil cut up inside. And then of course we have the scallop and yeah, cutting board. Yeah.
The cutting board. I clearly they can see that.
We also put somebody know what's a cutting board. This is a
God.
cutting board.
You really think so the people then so full?
Whoa, never say fufus. And everybody
Alright, my
cutting
bad.
board.
Cutting board. It's a cutting board. Anyways, so it's been about over a month now. Since we've been here.
Today's what? Today's the
Today's the
20th, so a month and 5 days to be exact.
Yeah.
So a month and 5 days since we've been in New Brunswick. For the most part, it's been good.
Yeah,
Been,
I would say it's been good. Just adjusting to like where we live, which is very nice to look at in the morning and night and whatever.
All day round.
Really enjoy the neighborhood that we're in.
Yes. Awesome
when we
people.
step out of the neighborhood now. Actually, do we need to get into that? But let's get into when we were quarantining and what happened. You can go with your version. I'll go get something.
With my version, I'm going to go with the truth of what took place.
It's your version.
So
I
people,
mean, add extra stuff in there.
I think it was even a Saturday. I mean, I had done extra on that. So it was a Saturday, guys. Sitting in the living room. Was I drinking my tea? I don't think I was drinking tea.
Oh my God. See, then already.
I was in the living room watching, I forgot what program I was watching, but I was very peaceful lying down in my sofa when I heard a knock at the door. So there was a knock, the dog is barking, etc., etc. So Charlene was closer to the door, so I think Charlene went to the door and the kids them. I'm still in the living room because between Charlene and our sister them have contract with Amazon where they order a lot of stuff, and I don't know what Amazon does in return, but since we've been here there's so much packages. I think they're like Amazon's top 5 customers. Anyway, me think see a package come at the door now. Somebody here go on easy back cause package always a come. Charlene come to me good and big and bold and she's like, there's someone at the door to you. So I said, but just move come in, nobody don't know me. And I said, my friend them.
Okay, pause. Alright, pause. Let me put in my part when I went to answer the door because he wasn't at the door. So anyways, I got a door. I hear very like proud, loud knock. And I'm like looking through the side where there's like a glass to the side of the door, and I'm just like, Okay, the SWAT team's here. Why are they here? You know, and the first thing that comes to my mind is, okay, so they're coming to checking to see if
we're
actually quarantined.
That was should be a part of the procedure.
So I'm opening the door and I'm just like, hi. And they're like with this bewildered look on their face, like, is
if I'm here,
if he's here, if Azuri's here. And then I'm like, because they're only asking for him. So he's like, the guy's like, are you his daughter? So then they don't know what you look like, but they look puzzled. I can't tell you why them look puzzled, but they look puzzled to why I was answering the door, like, are you his daughter or whatever? And I'm like, no. So I was like, 1 second. So I go to him and I'm like,
here the 1 second now. She not come to me now. She not close the door and come to me and say, baby, police there at the door. What? I want go on. Ray, no heads up. She come to me very casual. There's someone at the door to see you. This is exactly all. There's someone at the door to see you. You know, you ever watch?
Because my second thought was, like, why is the SWAT team here? Did he do something that I don't know about? And I'm just like, there's somebody at the door here to see you. And I guess I'm saying that because I don't want to give off the feelings that I have. Like this.
People remind me, I look on her puzzle and I say, who for come see me? I don't know nobody. Why them are asking me? I'm like, me? I'm like, is it a package? Why not just call it the package? People, I get up and walk, go, they come here and say, who this know me?
Yeah.
Oh, my friend them figure a way for come cross the bar and the bar that shut down for come visit me. I'm very excited now. Me got the door. Jesus Father, people, only see people in a full tactile.
Yeah, tactical gear.
Full tactical gear. Bulletproof vest.
Gun
pan leg.
Yeah.
SWAT team ready. So me freeze come here and say, what kind of setup thing they Charlene? And the man them I work I want go. My freeze come here and say,
why?
and not two of them two, not one, two, and it's on a Saturday, So me a peep outside now to say where the tanker there, where the helicopter there, because something else are going. They're like, oh, we're here from, it was RCMP. So it was the RCMP officers, they're the ones who conduct the COVID tests, or the
especially
COVID around this area, because we're in a rural area. You don't have like a regional police department.
Right.
It's governed by the RCMP. So these are our RCMP border service guys. They came to do a quarantine check to ensure that we're actually quarantined and keeping isolated throughout the 14 days that we're supposed to be quarantined for. So, they asked me the question, did I come here by myself? Did I come with my family? I'm like, yep, I'm here with my family. My family is here. And they're like, well, my apologies, blah, blah, blah. We'll make sure to tell the officers so they don't come back to check on the rest of your family, etc. But, people, I was shocked to tact out these guys where I don't know who they were coming for. I thought they were coming for Pablo Escobar or some Guzo, I don't know, El Chapo,
somebody big.
The way the man them come, I think say me I got jail, I say what me do. And then the other kicker was the fact that Charlene never said to me, say, there is tactical team here. What did you do? Or run or try hide me or something.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. So we're the only black people in this neighborhood. So if you're going to run, the rest of the neighborhood will come out for come tackle you too.
Me wish should have said to me, said there's cops at the door versus there's someone at the door to see you.
I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm just like, because they only asked for him, and I had to give my information because we have to individually, as adults, you have to give register yourself individual, not necessarily as a family unless you have kids. So I was confused to why they were just asking for him. So I initially opened the door thinking that they were just doing their checks. And then when he looked puzzled and the way how he was talking to me, as if and it was two of them. And they were standing in a stance like they were here to collect him. So
two gun each, ready for collect me and bring me.
I don't know. I probably should have been like, yo, there's some people here to collect you. There's some police here to collect you.
Yes,
but I guess I didn't want I don't know. I don't know why I said that.
You couldn't scare me any further.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because one of the kids were sitting there and
all the kids them puzzled.
I
Why
wasn't
two
sure.
police officers asked them?
They didn't go to the door. But yeah, but
they were upstairs. They could hear.
That's they actually came out and was checking, and we was confused to why.
So big up to the RCMP. Next time, less tactical gear.
Yeah.
That is not needed. I guess you guys are on regular patrol, so that's why you have to dress. But that was very aggressive. It was a very aggressive attire.
Yeah.
Like
it was quite intimidating.
Yeah, it was very. I'm like, wagwan, right? That's a.
Yeah. So, but that was our little
experience so far
with that, and so far, and all these different things. But getting into so we are the only black people in our neighborhood, and the neighbors are very nice. They're very welcoming. They ask us if we need help, we're actually a part of a Facebook group or whatever, but they're pretty nice. However, when we go into the grocery stores, especially within the town or what we're in, there's like caught me off guard there. There is, I don't know what thoughts is going through the mind. Probably, we weren't expecting to see you around here.
Yeah, there is. It is obvious that we are the visible minority here, and there is that shocker. I must again say the neighborhood that we live in is completely excellent.
Yeah.
My neighbors are phenomenal. We had our snowstorm. My neighbor came over, assisted me in plowing my driveway. We have an active communication on our community Facebook group. So the neighbors within our community is awesome. However, when we do drive outside of the neighborhood, I don't feel that same sense of welcome. So it's very evident. I have one rude interaction, I must say, so far. I went shopping and I went to get some seafood, and it's almost as if I was at the store begging versus I'm there shopping. So you have your good and your bad where you go.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And this happens in Ontario too.
Yeah, this happens in Ontario too. So we won't make it say it's a New Brunswick thing. I think it's universal, and this is our experience, is our truth.
Yeah.
We've experienced it clearly in multiple places that we've been in. Yeah. So we're just speaking on that. However, you know what? We've met a lot of good people so far, a lot of welcoming people. Through the process here, we did some we did some online shopping, and we met that guy that we went and got the sofas from. That guy was awesome. That guy was like, he gave us a full rundown of expectations for the community, the schools, etc. And he did say there's a lot of idiots that you will come across. So
I think for the most part, when we come across people like that, the guy that sold us the sofa is saying welcome, so on and so forth. There may be some idiots here, but don't pay them any mind.
Yeah.
Most of us is not like that.
Yeah.
And I find that's typically what the line is whenever we're getting welcomed in that way. If there is a conversation that's being had, and we really do appreciate that. We're just basically telling you what our experience is, because we are not in like a city. We're outside of the city.
We're in a fully diverse city. It's not as
there's not a lot of that.
Where we are.
Yeah, there's not much diversity. However, there was I believe an Asian lady that works at the gas station. So picture yourself going to the country in Ontario. They're not used to seeing colored people. So they're going to be a little bit like taken aback, like, oh, okay. And especially if you're seeing us more often, you're seeing the same faces. So people are familiar with the people within the town that they live in.
Yes.
So it makes sense to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was asked by a police officer.
As long as they don't come up to us and say no stupid shit.
Yeah, because I was spoken to at a gas station by a police officer, and he was more along the lines of, do you live in the neighborhood? What are you doing here, pretty much? Are you passing through, etc., etc.? I did let him know that I moved to New Brunswick recently, etc., etc. And he introduced himself, and he's one of few officers that I would be seeing around more often. So next time we see each other, don't be a stranger, etc., etc. So you do have people who are on, you know, on a receiving end. However, people will be people, right? And we try not to put everybody in the same basket, and we deal with everything on an experience per experience case. But so far it's been good.
Yeah.
I do love the community that I'm in. My neighbors are awesome. I can't stop saying that enough. I love going for walks. Every time I go for a walk, I run across one of the neighbors. Everybody's always on a good health tip of walking daily. They will stop, chit chat, talk about the weather, anything that's going on. One of the most things that I enjoyed, not enjoyed, but was appreciative of, is that we're here. We're not really big on news because we try to stay away from some of the negativity out there.
Yeah.
So we had 2 snowstorms, and my boys, we got them ready for school, send them off to go catch the bus. And the neighbor came and was like, "Oh, there's no school today. It's a snow day." We didn't know this. We didn't know what she was the night before. So I appreciate the fact that she came out and she let my boys know. Then another time again, the bus was canceled, and she came and let them know the bus was canceled. We didn't know this information. So it's awesome that we have neighbors that are looking out for our kids in that way, and you always want to live anywhere that there's a sense of community where
right.
Your neighbors, you're your brother's keeper, etc. So we really appreciate the community that we live in. People lose their keys, they post a picture and said, "Hey, these are the keys were found." So we like that type of stuff. That's very awesome. And I think the more we can spread that type of energy and living throughout the world, the better this place will be. So I really appreciate and I like the community that we're in.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that there's when we think about it, and people may be asking and wondering what is there to compare to Ontario.
Nothing.
I guess the one thing that you probably have to consider to yourself is if the weather is different, and jobs, which is most important to people, is if you can come here and get a job.
Yes.
There is jobs available. You guys can look on the same job websites that we tend to use in Ontario as well. We live in the same country, guys. Come on. So you guys can go on there and see what type of jobs are available prior to coming here and what is in need. There isn't much difference compared to Ontario and coming here, I would say. The only difference is that now we are living basically out of town and more in a country area, I would say. It's not even too country because it's not like we're in farms. It is the suburbs, but it's outside of town. So just, I guess if it would be the same thing if you're living in Ontario, if you're living outside of the city, further outside of the city. But we're not too far from the city, that's the thing. We're like 20 minutes out.
And I look at it in a different aspect. The city is not huge as the cities that we have in Ontario. It's small. The cities are smaller.
Very
so in a quicker traffic time, you're in country area per se.
Right.
So you're seeing a lot more forestry.
Nature.
A lot more nature, which is awesome. It is mentally it is awesome because you don't feel the same as if you're in Ontario. So that's my takeaway from it. I feel more out in the open. So this winter has been my best winter the entire time since I've been in Canada.
Yeah.
And I've been in Canada since 2011.
And I've been in Canada since
her whole life. She's Canadian. She's not Jamaican.
And I've been in Canada for many years. I'm just gonna leave it right there. And I've always loathed, couldn't stand, hated the winter, the cold. But when it is that you are amongst nature, even though we're amongst nature all the time, but the fact that there is open,
so much forestry
and land, and you can see the beauty, actually see the beauty of the snow. What the hell? Like, what? Beauty of the snow? Who am I?
Yeah.
But you admire that. So the things that you may see on TV, that's picturesque and all those different things, we're able to see that. And I think that's what got us into wanting to go outside and take the walks and to admire, God's artwork and just be curious to what else we can see while we are going out and walking. And that's what I would say. Like, there's not much of a huge difference per se when it comes on to experience and shopping and whatever it is, what it is. It's just that cost of living with some stuff is less.
If you guys love your alcohol like I do, I'm not a big wine person, but overall I like alcohol. There's a big difference between your selection in Ontario versus your selection here. Here, yes, they do have more variety, as we said in our previous video. There's a lot more brands from the States, etc. However, the wine quality is not as awesome. The wines that we've tried a lot of new wines so far. The wines that we've tried so far, they're very flat or more.
When you say flat, them taste bad.
They're flat. They're oaky and they're bitter. They're not. There's no body. Like most, even the wines that are medium body, they're not medium body. They're all flat.
We're trying, especially him, he's pretty adventurous when it comes on to trying different things, alcohols and so on and so forth. I typically try to stick to stuff, but I started to just try different wines, and we were doing that in Ontario before we got here, and we had a lot more hits than misses. Here it's way more misses.
Yeah.
Way more misses. It's like them decide that so them gonna just go to like the wineries that don't care about how like their wine is done and how it tastes and whatever, or if they probably have some bad taste testers, but it rough with the wine. It rough. I'm not telling a lie. That part now, it rough. It rough.
And I guess it comes with the area being developed, because again it's not busier. There's no traffic time. There's no rush hour that we've seen so far. So I guess that's another part of in a smaller city.
I don't believe that.
Well, that's what I think, because then when you have a more busy city, you have more people to challenge the quality of stuff that you have coming in, but you don't have a lot of people challenging and demanding better quality of stuff. I think people are just comfortable. I think because Ontario is so diverse and populated, and there's different.
But you can't say that for everything, because I find that, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I feel like,
because I think you have a higher quality in developed cities.
I think they have like furniture qualities a little bit.
But I think that's a whole different.
You said stuff. That's what I'm gonna say. Thinking everything.
Oh no! I said no, not in everything.
Okay.
So just where the wine is concerned, I don't think that's you don't have a lot of people that are big wine people here. So there's not that huge demand or the competition per se, because we don't find that there's a huge strong selection. The selection here is very weak. So we're scaling back to stuff that we're used to, because everything that we've tried so far is just not on the mark. The only thing that I know will be on the mark is like your hard liquor. You can't defeat it. It is what it is, right? But the new wines that we've been trying so far, nah, we're not. It's just misses.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what else is there. So the housing market, of course, is phenomenal. In Greater Toronto, so you're looking like a Mississauga, downtown Toronto. Your average price in Mississauga for what, 2 to 3 bedroom, you're looking at what, like?
So like a townhouse or
like $875. Yeah, like you're looking at $875 as your average, your median price range.
Yeah.
While here it's what?
$190. I'm gonna put it at.
$190. So
for the same class.
It's the same class.
So for a house like ours, which is over 2,000 square feet and extra stuff that we have, like 4 bedrooms, blah 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 blah,
a pool,
and the size of the land, you're looking at about 2.5 to 3 million in Mississauga.
In Mississauga, yeah.
Let me not talk about Toronto.
Let's not talk, yeah, exactly.
And we could have gone to Brampton too, but I feel like they're very close in price. But in Mississauga, 2.5
to $3 million.
And probably in Toronto closer to $5 million.
Yeah, and here is just like where you're looking at like 300 over 300.
Yeah, almost 400.
Almost 400.
Around 450.
So 450 to 2.5 million. That's, you know, we don't even have to pull the calculator out to do the math there. So, you know, that's what you're working with, and the quality is awesome because even this structure itself, I don't know, I can't say I've lived in every builder's home in Ontario or Toronto, etc. However,
we think it's built. It's
this
built well.
this is
compared.
built well because since we've been here, even going into the basement, it is not cold.
But to
Period.
be fair, though, to be very fair, it's custom built. So it's not like it is built by
It's a builder.
Yeah, like a builder.
There's no
that
fast manufacturing
yeah.
process.
So it's so I don't know. Maybe we can take that part off, but it is custom built.
It was custom built.
So they're gonna pay attention to the quality of their home, and then I guess off of that, based off of how you want to build and what material you want to use. But I guess we wouldn't be able to compare that.
Because we haven't been in a since this is our first property that we've been in since we've been here, and yes, it was custom built, versus you might have other builders or developers here and it's more fast process, so it might not be that detailed build as this one. However, I can only speak on the value point because I know majority of people in Ontario, the price ranges are where they are, and moving here you're paying like significantly less, so that's a big booster to moving here. Apart from that, what else we can show? What else we can show there for individuals looking to move? There's no rush hour, guys. I'm gonna tell you again, it's awesome.
No traffic
On the highway you drive, the limit is 110 kilometers.
Yeah, I think that's what it is
110.
now in Ontario.
It moved to 110 in Ontario.
Yeah.
No, they sure 100 man. You can go over.
I think it. Oh, I don't know.
I think it's
I
I think Palafro 100.
I could have sworn I heard that it changed to London.
We
But
can
okay.
check, but
Well,
guys,
yeah, there's no traffic. There's like no traffic.
no, there's zero traffic, zero. And I've traveled so far. We've been on the road in the morning.
Yeah.
We've been in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We've been in the evening.
Yeah.
Zero traffic, guys. Zero traffic. There's just open roads to just go. A matter of fact, the speed limit is.
I thought we were supposed to be cooking together.
Yeah, but I'm motivation. So guys, when I'm around her while she's cooking, the food is at its best.
Wow.
So I'm here as that rock. I'm here as that black coffee with no milk, no cream.
Yeah. We don't really have anything else that we can actually think of. So
Okay.
if you guys have any questions, I don't know if it'll leave a comment in the comment section below and let us know. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe and share.
I'm gonna do my part in the kitchen and then.
I don't know what I'm saying I'm gonna do, but anyways, let me show you guys where I'm at right
Broccoli.
now. So I just added some broccoli. The pasta is done basically. But yeah, that's it. So we'll probably show you guys what it looks like.
I'll put my finger in it as sauce, so it I got taste. I got that extra. See there?
I'm always I say them fat there.
What?
Sugar and finger, sugar, seasoning, I don't know what else. Liquor.
Put my finger in it.
But yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like when we're done. Okay, you guys, it's done. It's finished. It's finito. So this is what it looks like. So we are going to just sit and eat. And yeah, it's fun. By the way, guys, I did all the cooking. He cut up some stuff. And now he's going to add some onions to it. Ew. Look at that. Onions.
What way number thing?
Yeah. No, oh, that's mine.
One of my one.
No, this has more broccoli.
Oh.
It's just more broccoli. You
I'm
have
going
more
to one.
because it's on top of broccoli. Yuck. Putting it on my food. Oh God. Hi guys.